The Sunday Night Anthem, presented by Uber Eats. Nestled in the neighborhood, here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's legendary Lambeau Field. For 66 years, home of the Green Bay Packers. And tonight, four-time MVP Aaron Rodgers renews his rivalry with the Chicago Bears, led by Justin Fields. It's week 2 of Sunday Night Football on NBC. And thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth. But let's just start in a minute. The big question, how's your voice? You're good. You're make it through. Well, hopefully your voice is better than last week. Hopefully the Packers, for their fans, are better than last week. This is the second straight year they opened with a clunker, a loss at Minnesota. Now, last year they came back, won 13 games. They were the number 1 seed. But you think that might not be as easy this year?
No, I don't, but I do expect them to bounce back here. The question is, without Devontae Adams, who is it that's going to wake up this Green Bay Packers offense? And defensively, they made a lot of mistakes last week as well, so I'd be surprised if they don't bounce back. But Mike, I was surprised all day today. It was nuts out there.
It was. Speaking of surprises, how about the Bears? They beat San Francisco, a team that made it to the NFC Championship game, 19-10. A great way for the new head coach, Matt Eberflus. It's a new regime. What do you make of the rebuilding Bears?
It's all about Justin Fields, isn't it? In that game last week in the rain, the first half, the offense just looked terrible. They come back in the second half and they score touchdowns on 3 straight drives. But it always comes down to one thing for the Bears. Can they overcome the curse of Aaron Rodgers? Some would say, young.
They're trying to turn the tide because the Packers have won 11 of the last 12. It's edition 205 of the most played rivalry in the history of the National Football League. The Bears and the Packers, next on Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Hyundai. It's your journey. And by Untuck It. Shirts designed to be worn untucked. UntuckIt.com. Tonight, you'll be seeing the game like never before with the Walmart Plus 4K Skycam. Get more out of game day with Walmart Plus, a membership with free same-day delivery on fresh groceries and more.
Peacock's the live streaming home for every week of Sunday Night Football. Plus, go deeper with exclusive post-game breakdowns and one of the hottest teams in a fully loaded NFL hub. Because if it's made for Sunday night, it's on the Peacock.
NBC Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Oh no, CBS does actually, excuse me.
It's another new chapter to be written tonight. It's Bears-Packers from Green Bay.
Welcome to the Rot Stop! The Rot Stop is the metaphorical 50-yard line between Green Bay and Chicago. It's Packers country.
Good old-fashioned NFC North battle.
This is the league's oldest rivalry.
The greatest rivalry in NFL history.
When the schedule comes out, the very first thing I do is to look when the Packers and Bears play. Oh, tonight's the Super Bowl for us.
Just like Rodgers said last season.
We own the Bears.
New coach, new season, new story. Here we go.
Yeah, these baby Bears are 1-0.
Don't sleep on the Bears.
Another Bears game, another win.
The next chapter in the week's oldest rivalry is here.
And hello to all those fans watching at the Bronx Stop tonight and all along. 211 miles that separate Soldier Field and Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. What separates these teams of late? Number 12. For more on Aaron Rodgers, here's Melissa Stark.
Mike, this offseason there was speculation that Aaron Rodgers may retire at the age of 38. Instead, he signed a 3-year, $150 million contract extension. He told us he knew exactly what he was getting into, that his go-to wide receiver, Davante Adams, may not be here, and that this is a very young team. But he added, I love a challenge. He said he's going to coach these guys up hard. He's preaching patience, and then they simplify the game plan. As for this rivalry, well, in his words, I still own you. That's what he famously told the crowd in Chicago last season after rushing for a touchdown. He told us, I know that triggered people, but it was authentic in the moment, and it's a true statement. It is true. He's 23-5 in his career against the Bears. When he first came into the league, the Packers were behind in the rivalry. Now they're ahead. He told us he's going to leave this place better than he found it.
Well, his coach is doing the same too. Matt LaFleur, 6-0 against the Bears Melissa. He's won 39 of his first 50 NFL games. On the other side, game one in the rivalry for Matt Eberflus, his first head coaching job after 4 years as the Colts defensive coordinator. Chicago won the toss, deferred to the second half, so Green Bay gets the ball. First, Carlos Santos will kick off to Amari Rodgers. You can't write the story of the NFL without the Packers and the Bears. And here's chapter 205 of their shared story. Off we go from Lambeau. Yeah, Rodgers will let it go, and they'll bring the other Rodgers, Aaron, out with
Aaron Rodgers, Butte Community College. Aaron Jones, El Paso, Texas. Alan Lazard, Iowa State. Sammy Watkins, Clemson. Randall Cobb, Alcoa High School. Mercedes Lewis, UCLA. Josh Nyman, Virginia Tech. John Runyon, Michigan. Josh Myers, Ohio State. Royce Newman, Ole Miss. Elton Jenkins, Mississippi State. Robert Quinn, Oakbrook Elementary. Justin Jones, NC State. Angelo Blackson, Wilmington, Delaware. Alpha Day Muhammad, BU. Nicholas Morrow, Greenville College. Roquan Smith, LBU, Georgia. Jalen Johnson, Central High School. Kendall Vildor, Georgia Southern. Eddie Jackson, Alabama. Jaquan Brisker, Penn State. Kyler Gordon, Washington, UVU.
last two guys.
Justin Fields, The Ohio State University. David Montgomery, Iowa State. Darnell Mooney, Tulane. Equinemius St. Brown, Notre Dame. Tyler Krieger, Kansas State University.
Colton Matt, Notre Dame. Bryson Jones, Southern Utah. Cody Whitehair, Kansas State.
Sam Mustipher, Notre Dame.
Tevin Jenkins, Oklahoma State.
Larry Brown, Missouri.